Here's the mic cabinet. Kind of have like a wide range of stuff. Got like a Vanguard V13. This is the Gen 1 tube mic. Pretty cheap. They're like 900 bucks or so.
What would you use that on?
That's just like for vocals mostly. Maybe some guitar. This one's cool. This is an AEA KU, I want to say 5. So this is like a short ribbon. It's active. You can pretty much use it with any pre. Great sound, pretty dark, obviously. It's a lot like a SM7, the way you'd use it, but it's a ribbon, so just kind of more interesting. KM184s, just a good high quality pencil.
What are you throwing on the piano?
I'll do kind of everything. A lot of times I'll do a tube right in the center. So I'll do 414s over there. So I'll put room mics all the way against the wall, kind of like point it at the corners of the room. And I'll do pencils like either out wide or like down, catching, like pointing at the hammers to get like more detail. I also have some Cascade fatheads, which are great for doing like a stereo ribbon sound. I mean, I can show you the preamps and stuff.
Yeah, let's do that.
Nothing super fancy, but like rock solid and has a good sound. So all the studio's running through this Apollo 8X. It's also chained with the Twin. This will run or control like the monitor level and also have like a pretty useful headphone out, and then DI guitar, I just put all through that. I think there's 2 pre's in that. So one of them I've always kept available for like a miscellaneous mic kind of on the fly. And the other one's always guitar DI. I use the warm audio stuff, so 412. I think 2 of these channels go into here, and then these 2 channels actually go into this Focusrite Claret, which runs ADAT into here for the expansion. So I get 8 inputs in and 8 inputs out from this. Also have you can't see it, but there's a Octo satellite for universal audio. Got this recently, sounds great.
273?
Yeah, the warm audio 73. The Motu MIDI, I just got that recently. That runs all my MIDI outputs. That is connected to the tooth sense over here. And then there's a handful of MIDI functional pedals on this end. This guy. The Chase Bliss stuff kind of runs on its own. That's sort of its own can of worms that I'm honestly not the right person to ask about.
I was
gonna say,
I do
come through this conduit right here. So I have it set up, but it's weird. That's my best explanation for it.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I've seen the MIDI inputs on pedals, and I'm like, later.
Yeah.
I'll learn this later.
Yeah, we can talk about the chain. I've got this pitchfork at the top of it, which is really cool. I use it pretty often, actually. It has 2 pitch destinations that run simultaneously, along with the dry. This could be up at an octave, and then this one could be up at an octave and a third.
Okay.
So, you can have this one up a 5th, and then this one up a 3rd, and you can create like a major chord out of just one note. The other cool thing about it is that if you plug in an expression pedal into it, it'll slide up to the destination.
Whoa.
And it does it really smoothly too. So it'll go like a pitch dive, like that goes into another octaver. I find that like creating textures, it's really helpful to open up the sound with higher octaves to actually create higher frequencies rather than like using it with EQ. Yeah, this is like a rat type drive, fuzz, I guess. Warp vinyl, pretty cool. I give it like a 6 out of 10 useful.
Okay.
Definitely cool.
Fun. Not more fun than
maybe
useful.
Not worth it, but certainly cool. Low pass filters are hard to come by in this pedal format. There's only a few of these. Not that this is like a rare pedal, but there's only a few pedals out there that like do like a standard low pass. And this is a 24 decibel per octave, so it has a good hard like synth style cutoff, which is really useful for me. Morning Glory, analog delay. This Katana boost, I only use this when I'm driving the input of the tube pre over here. That can just like, this turns it into like an overdrive, but it sounds incredible. So I don't ever use that except for that. The top here is all stereo. So I just got the new Mood V2. It runs out of the patch bay into these 2 reamp boxes that hit this stereo cable into here. This runs stereo into a Auto Boom, B-O-U-M. Shout out to Tony Anderson for the rec.
Yeah, I remember
This thing is super sick because it has compression, drive, and low pass all together, and it has like a parallel mix knob. And of course you can tweak all those. I think there's like 4 types of drives, like from mild to extreme. Pretty killer reverb, like nothing super special about it. It's stereo. Gin loss 2. It's pretty cool to modulate like the reverb itself. It makes like the tape sound a little bit more drastic when you're actually modulating like the tail of the reverb. I'm sure you guys know about this pedal. This red panda particle is a bit of a wild animal, but it has like this granular function from small to wide where it chops up the audio. These are all different algorithms for it. It'll just do kind of odd like textural digital stuff. This is pretty niche. I waited quite a long time to get this. I was on an email list waiting for like a drop of their next batch. It's called the Pill, and it's the only pedal this guy makes. It's in Switzerland. It's stereo, and it does a analog ducking effect like for EDM. Whoa. And it takes a trigger input here, which you can like have like a kick track coming from an output from the claret into here, and then it'll do like this cool like sort of sound that you hear in like tons of music. So that's interesting. Don't use it a ton, but it's really cool. I think I got it like thinking about live, which is not something I've gotten into yet.
Yeah.
But the dream is to like have the Prophet running through this, and then this being, you can actually like attach like a contact mic from the kick drum live.
Oh yeah.
Like a separate thing, like, and the live kit is actually like ducking your whole keys setup.